All right, here we go. Quiet! Roll 'em!
Dragon Ball Super Broly is directed by Tatsuya Nagamine, who was a first-time director in the Dragon Ball franchise, and he really did an amazing job. I mean, I was surprised and amazed about the things he did with this movie. Now, for me growing up personally, and for those who don't know, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Ever since I was small, whenever it would be on, I would watch it with my brother. I would have the little action figures. I would try to draw the characters all the time. I recently rewatched Dragon Ball Z, and I love it. I love Dragon Ball. In this movie, what's actually nice to see is at this time you actually have more of a generic story in this film. If you would compare to the other Dragon Ball movies, most of them are just, characters you already know, they interact with each other, it's a little comedy, and it mostly goes to the big fight. Which is different because in this movie it's about the character Broly. I never actually knew much about this character, except from video games when I was playing. I just knew that he was a big, strong Saiyan. But in this movie we find out more about his backstory, or the pain and suffering he went through, his relationship with his father, and how he grew up and how he became this big strong warrior. So it was nice to see, the scenes like this where people just sit down and talk and explain, and it's really interesting and engaging. Also, we find out more about Frieza in this movie, how he raised to power, how he became the leader and everything was also interesting to see. And we also finally get to see Planet Vegeta in a proper way. Because in the Dragon Ball series, we only got to see like snippets like here and there, a few scenes. But in this movie, we find out more about King Vegeta, Goku, Vegeta, and Broly as they are children. And we also find out more about Goku's parents, what was actually interesting to see. And how Goku actually ended up on Earth. You really have this nice story going throughout the movie. Like even at the end, if you would have the big fight, which you always have in a Dragon Ball movie, like all the reasons why they do this and all the emotion really fits perfectly in this movie. And when it comes to the fight in this movie, oh my god, this is one of the most epic and intense Dragon Ball fights I've seen in a long time. I haven't seen such an intense fight ever since Goku vs. Frieza, which in my opinion is still the best fight in the franchise, but it's logical, this fight was built up for so long in the damn series, so when they finally fought, it was like, oh, finally we get to see this. I mean, in this movie, all the fighting, the new powers that they show is so epic and intensive, and I was just, oh my god, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, this movie is gonna satisfy you. This is gonna be everything you want in a Dragon Ball movie. It's like, I was just speechless and in awe towards that fight. This is such a cool and epic fight. It's just really awesome. And what I like in the fight, you really feel the emotion of the characters in this fight. It's not just another, scream, Kamehameha, and everything, generic fight. And also what I like is not just Goku here saving the day as always. You have Broly fighting Vegeta and Goku, and then they all fight together. Frieza gets in the fight. So this is really an epic and giant battle. And one thing I must also say, the animation in this movie is beautiful. There's a little bit CGI, which is normal, but it's not that visible actually. The way the characters look, in my opinion, is one of the best animations they have in the Dragon Ball franchise. It's just beautiful looking, and it's really a great thing. I give this movie an A. Dragon Ball Super Broly is a really great movie. One thing I do must say is, if you're not a big fan of the Dragon Ball franchise, or like don't care at all, I wouldn't recommend really this movie, because you won't actually care or be that interested in the movie. If you know the basic story of Dragon Ball and you know who the characters are, go check this out. If you're a big Dragon Ball fan like me, go check this out. This will give you everything you ever want. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. I hope you have a great day, and as always, see you next time.